So it's been about a week now since the Call to Arms update. I believe it's called the new CS2 update, where we have the 5x crafts and the rotating stickers and moving the stickers all over the place, and all this different stuff has dropped for Counter-Strike 2, which I do believe is and will continue to be going forward in the future one of the biggest and most game-changing, at least in terms of like the market and the community and stuff, Counter-Strike updates of all time has come out. And since then, we have obviously seen sticker prices explode in value. So in this video today, I want to go over just a bunch of different stickers. Take a look at stickers, see which stickers have done well, which stickers we want to keep our eyes on, which ones are interesting, and which ones could maybe be the best or most interesting or best potential investments going forward in the future, and which ones we maybe want to stay away from if we even want to invest in stickers at all. I don't know. We're going to be talking about all of that and much more in that video today. Of course, just wanted to plug my cash trading business really quick. If you guys are looking to sell any of your CS2 items, hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. We can get a deal done. You can turn your CS2 items into cold hard cash, crypto, whatever payment method you're looking for. I'm buying all kinds of stuff for between 85 and 90% buff. So hit me up over there if you have some items that you are looking to turn into cash. With that being said, let's get right into this. So right here, we have, I believe it's called the Baby Howl. Yes, the sticker of the Baby Howl. This one has been doing quite well. Because it is a part of the kind of budget howl craft that a ton of people have been making. You know, you take 5 of these, you kind of put them together, you have the body of the head, all that stuff, and it ends up looking very, very close to an M4A4 howl for a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the price and of the cost. I was going to combine cost and price to make some word that doesn't even exist. A fraction of the cost and a fraction of the price. So this thing has been doing well. And what you need to keep in mind right now is that, yes, stickers have all across the board been doing very, very well. But I think the best ones in the long term are still going to be the best stickers, the most unique, the most rare, the lowest quantity, the highest demand, and the ones that are going to be used for timeless crafts. Obviously, there's a ton of meme crafts and joke crafts and, problematic crafts and all this different stuff going on. I think that stuff is going to be a fad. I think that stuff is going to come and go. I think the real legitimate stuff is going to be those cool, iconic stickers and crafts. So I think this patch was a very, very big buff to the good stickers in the game and the rare stickers in the game, because those quantities are going to be getting eaten through even faster now that we have more people crafting, more people sharing crafts, more customizability in crafts, and also 5x crafts. Obviously, that's an extra sticker being off the market times however many guns and crafts are being made. So I think there's a big buff to the big time good stickers, but at the same time, it's probably just a short-term boom to some of the trash stickers and some of the trash crafts and some of the meme stuff that probably will fizzle out and fade out over time. So I think that's definitely something you need to watch out for and keep in mind. If we head on over to Price Empire, we can see the stickers that have been performing the best over the last 7 days. Now, in the top, you have some very illiquid stickers. You don't really want to read into this too much. You definitely want to take a look at what stickers actually have a market cap and like are actually being traded and stuff like that. But you can see there's a lot of random stuff, Stan is Law and RPK and Fur and Crad and Daps and Vel and all this stuff. There's going to be a lot of signatures because people are looking for letters, like I said, to write out words. Some people want to autograph their own name on their stickers. Some people want to make a joke. Some people want to make a meme. Like I said, some people want to do some offensive stuff or whatever. So letters and signatures are very, very valuable because different signatures have different letters, and sometimes there's certain signatures that might be the only way to get certain letters or certain letter combinations or whatever, especially if you need to make a longer word or a medium-sized word, but you only have 5 stickers to do so. You might need to borrow a couple of different letters from some stuff. So some of the stuff you can see there is just a lot of signatures, but I did want to find some other stuff that's doing well. You have the Burn Them All, which obviously has been a problematic one, but that has been doing decently well with some big gains over the past week, over 1,000x gains. You have the Seek and Destroy, you have Rushmore, you have Coco. I don't really know why any of that stuff necessarily. You have the Fnatic 2020 RMR. I know a lot of people are using Fnatic as a K, turning the Fnatic logo sideways and making that as a K. You have Fugly, which I think is kind of funny there as well. But if we get into the second page, we'll start to see the stuff that is actually a little bit better. One of the big stickers that has been going crazy recently is this Incineration. In the last 7 days is up, around 800%. We'll take a look at that on CSGO stocks in a second as well, but that is the one, I believe, that is being used for the Desert Eagle Blaze budget craft. So that one is going to continue to be good. Fur is, just doing quite well with all of his different stickers. You have the Good Luck Have Fun. You have Fur again. All the Fur ones have just been going really, really crazy. You have Friendly Fire. I want to see if I want to go a couple pages deeper to see if we have any of these other ones. This Booth sticker is kind of funny and kind of interesting. I could see some use cases for that. Again, just a lot of signatures. Signatures have been doing quite well. You have some anime stuff, like some girl stuff, sticker Tamara doing well. You have a lot of the poorly drawn stickers doing well. You have the This Is Fine doing good. So let's dive into some of the stickers specifically that I'm keeping my eyes on as some stickers that I think could actually do well, or I think are interesting in the medium to long term. Again, one of those being the Baby Howl, because of course all stuff related to the Howl is cool. It's iconic. It's at least interesting. But the weird thing about stickers is that over the long term, they haven't been that great of investments. Because if you take a look at something like even the Crown Foil, where like over the past year, this is including now this recent bump in sticker prices, the Crown Foil is only up 10% in the past year. Now, if you look at the all-time graph, yeah, the Crown Foil has done quite well. It, kind of just continues to slowly grow over time. And I'm sure Crown Foil will be a decent investment going forward in the future. But stickers are not like cases or like capsules or like different stuff like that, where they're just like killer investments over time. A lot of stickers haven't done that well. So it's really hard to tell. Again, here's something like the Baby Howl. It's only been out for a year and a half or something, but it hasn't been a crazy good investment or anything like that so far. So it's hard to tell for some of these stickers, are they going to be good investments now going forward in the future, now that crafts or them specifically are being more useful and their supplies are going to be eaten into and all that stuff, or are stickers still probably something that just had a short-term spike and won't be that investment grade over time? I don't know. It's hard without that historical precedent and historical data. You're kind of taking more of a gamble. There's kind of more risk involved, but of course there's also a lot more potential involved here too, because hey, the Baby Howl is something like $1.50. If this thing is going to explode, maybe it's going to go to $2, $5, $10. Who knows? Maybe there's a lot of money to be made, but there's definitely some extra risk. But I do think the Baby Howl is definitely interesting. This thing went from like $1, to $1.68. It's up like 82% in the past 5 days. That's definitely interesting. That stands out to me. Again, I think it's a good looking sticker, a cool sticker, and one that obviously has a lot of craftability. The Crown Foil that I was talking about, didn't mean to pull up the Baby Howl twice. Here we have the Good Game sticker. Obviously this is one of those ones that I think is being used a lot more for meme purposes or offensive purposes or whatever. This one is one that obviously I would probably stay away from a little bit. Now it's gone quite crazy. It's up 135% in the last 5 days, but it's already at $20. It's already kind of expensive. I don't assume that this one is going to be one that people are still crafting with 3 months from now, 6 months from now. Like, are people really still going to be making meme and offensive crafts at that time? I don't think so. I think a lot of the joke is going to be beaten dead, and this isn't necessarily one that I would really consider buying into or anything like that. We have the Drug War Veteran. This one is being used for that budget hydroponic craft or whatever, but I think this also has a lot of use cases in craftability and stuff, so I think this one is a little bit interesting. This one is up 152% over the past 5 days. We look at the past year for this one, it's actually up 132% now, but it was 119 about a year ago, and up until this update it was $1.09. So again, this is another sticker that hasn't done that well in the past year. I believe people were saying that this one is still able to be purchase, or there's still like cheap ways to get this one too, so that might be something to keep in mind. I honestly don't know a lot about stickers at this point. I'm gonna have to look into a lot more about that, but from what I've heard so far, the Drug War Veteran one probably doesn't make a lot of sense to invest into, but just understand this one has been going absolutely crazy recently. But I thought somebody was saying you can get it like for $1 from Steam somehow or something like that, or maybe from one of the capsules. I don't know, but yeah, this one still doing well, and definitely has a lot of usability and a lot of craftability. Dick stuff, one that has been doing well lately. I actually own this one, the Dick Stacy paper from Berlin of 2019. I think I own like 10 of them or 5 of them or something like that. So just, not a ton, but like $100 or $200 or something. But obviously, this one has been doing good. People want to make the big dick crafts, the small dick crafts, the I love dick crafts or whatever. And this one is now up 30% in the past 5 days. And this is one that I could see doing quite well in the long term, is actually maybe closer to investment grade. This one was $7 about a year ago. And even before this update, this one was up to $22. So this one had already tripled in price even before these recent kind of changes and stuff. And now obviously it's gone to $3.31. And this is, one that the memeability and the joke factor and the funny factor of it, I think, could last a long time. This one isn't so offensive or like problematic or whatever. This one's just more funny, and like it's always going to be a funny to make a dick joke or see a dick joke on a craft or whatever. So Dick Stacy stuff I actually could see doing quite well going forward in the future. The gold stuff, the regular stuff, I think he has Cato 19 and Berlin 19. So that stuff I think I would take a little bit more of an eye on. Like I said, I own some of this, and I actually don't mind holding it for the long term. We have something like the Dream Eaters Hollow from Berlin 2019. I think this is also funny because people can make like eater crafts and stuff like that, and I think it's just kind of a cool sticker. I hate a lot of the Berlin 2019 Star Ladder stuff, but Dream Eaters I think is actually some of the best from that set, and it's just a cool logo with an interesting design and stuff. So this one I actually think has a lot of usability over time. 74% increase in the last 5 days. Now again, if we look at the past year, we can see that this was about 22 cents about a year ago. It was up to 30 cents, so it was actually not up a ton, but it was up a decent amount. I don't know, what is that, like a 30%, 35% gain in the past year until this update, and now it's up to 147% gains on the year. So the Dream Eaters Hollow from Berlin, that's actually something that I might keep an eye on. And then again, we have some of this anime stuff, obviously being used for a lot of meme crafts and anime girl crafts and stuff like that. We have the Tamara Hollow sticker. This thing's up 34% in the last 5 days. This is interesting. I would keep an eye on it, but I think there's even a better one that a lot more people are going to be using, but I still think it could be okay. You have the Poorly Drawn Terrorist and the whole Poorly Drawn collection, which again, these things have been doing well. 273% gains in the last 5 days. Now up until a year, these were actually down. They were down like almost 50% in the past year, but they've kind of exploded recently. They have so much craftability. They have so much usability. I would keep an eye on them. You have the Og Chameleon, which is being used for a lot of like the chameleon crafts of him like licking different stuff. So this is kind of funny and want to throw this in the video as well. Og Chameleon up 36% in the past 5 days, and over the past year, $5.82 to $5. It was down a little bit in the past year, but it started to go up a little bit, and I could see this one maybe being an okay pickup, an okay purchase. And then finally, the sticker Kawaii T Hollow, which this is kind of the anime girl sticker being used now for all different kinds of reasons and all different kinds of crafts. This is the one that I would probably rather own than that Tamara, and this one's up 45% in the last 5 days, and in the past year, this went from $5.58 to $5.12, so it was down a little bit in the past year, but it has spiked up, so you got to keep in mind. Obviously, you need to keep in mind and watch out for which stickers are still available on the Steam store, which one can still be gotten from capsules in the Steam store, but stickers that are no longer easily purchasable, stickers that have low quantities, low supplies, and high usability and look cool, stuff like that, that is definitely stuff to keep an eye on. And again, I would stay more away from the meme and all that stuff. I also think, of course, 5X Crafts is a big boom to older major stickers that already have lower supplies and now are going to be getting crafted with even more, and 5X Crafts and stuff like that. So Cato 14, Cato 15, DreamHack 14, that stuff I think is really, really hot right now and will continue to be going forward in the future. And I think this update was a big buff to that as well. So again, we've seen so many different stickers going crazy right now. Maybe the play is to wait a couple of months and see how this crafting stuff goes, see how it plays out. If the hype starts to die down, which it probably will a little bit, we're at like peak craft craziness right now, and this can't go on like this forever. Eventually, this is going to slow down. As things slow down, we might see these prices drop a little bit, and then maybe you can start to get in some good prices at some of these stickers, and then they end up being good long-term holds. I don't want to necessarily buy into all this hype and all this excitement right now, because then I'm probably just buying the top. Even if it's still in the long run, it's going to be good. I just think you can probably get better prices in a couple months or whatever. Maybe even after the new major comes out and we have all kinds of new stickers added to the game, people might be selling some of their old stickers to get some of this. So I don't know. I would probably wait a couple months before I start buying into too many stickers or start adding to my positions or anything like that. But I do think the future of crafting and stickers and everything has changed. Again, like I said, it's hard because there's no like historical precedence for necessarily how good stickers are going to do. So it is a little bit riskier than some of the surefire assets in the CS markets. But all of a sudden, stickers have a lot more use in CS2 and a lot more hype, and they become a lot closer to investment grade, at least in my opinion. So we'll have to see how that goes. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully, I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.